I was thinking to myself yesterday that I've really enjoyed during this Eastertide looking and reflecting and praying with that first reading, for those first readings from the Acts of the Apostles, where we've been able to follow in a really personal way those early followers of the risen Christ as they've been making sense of the reality of the resurrection. And we discovered over these last 5 weeks that they've had to grapple with some significant things. Today, our first reading takes us to a pivotal moment in the story of the Acts of the Apostles. Today, we see the reality of the universality of the church, which is expressed in Peter's speech, in Peter's description of a radical inclusiveness. Listen to what Peter says. He says that God does not have favorites, but that anybody of any nationality who fears God and does what is right is acceptable to him. The church is a safe space, open and welcome to all, without exception. The pouring forth of the Holy Spirit upon us means that all of us are endowed with gifts and charisms, as different and as varied as they are from the people here. All of these gifts, all of these charisms for the building up of Christ's body. The moment where things begin to change and we become exclusive, when the doors are closed, when people feel unwelcome and unsupported, when the spiritual and emotional well-being of our neighbour is negated, where there's an attitude which is very much aligned to my way or the highway, this is not an expression of the church. This is not the reality of the resurrection, which was lived out by those early followers of Jesus. The consequence of going down this particular road is that the church, as an institution, becomes a clique. And I'm sure, as we know from our own personal experiences from school or college or the workplace, cliques are dangerous. Cliques are a poison inflicted on our community. And so it is right that Peter stands up and speaks to us and challenges us. God does not have favorites, but that anybody of any nationality who fears God and does what is right is acceptable to him. All of us are acceptable to God. Don't let anybody make you feel otherwise.